So if you're counting days, you need to hear this. You need to hear this video. In fact, my inspiration for starting a channel was to meet people in those darkest hours of early recovery. So firstly, one thing I want to say, if you are somebody who is in recovery from addiction, you're in the fundamental early days, you're counting days, I'm going to give you some really top tips to keep adding day on day, some routines for morning and evening. But before I start with that, the key thing I want to say to you is massive congratulations. Huge kudos to you to surrendering, to being in recovery, to being in acceptance, having the courage and the bravery to do that. You're a warrior. You are a warrior, and really congratulations. It's absolutely massive. Okay, secondly, before we dive in, who am I to even be giving you any of this guidance? My name is Kylie Butler. I am a recovery coach, co-founder of a recovery organization that does things a little bit differently, and I am a recovering alcoholic myself, who was, in terms of the DS-5, very far along, some very serious alcoholism, but out the other side and have the academic experience to also talk through recovery from another perspective of really, really getting it, both academically and from the ground up. So what do we need to be doing? You need to be basing your day, and these are just little reminders. I'm not saying that you don't know any of this. I know even with my good friends, like sometimes you know these things, but you're there to remind each other in the time of need of those core things. So morning routine, evening routine, you need to start the day with love and intention, not fear and reaction, and close it out with gratitude and appreciation. Ideally, you start with a meditation exercise. We need to be basing our life around the core tenets of mental health, and that is sleeping 8 hours, getting meaningful connections with others, moving the body, eating whole foods, connect. If you can do meetings, great. If not, you need to be connecting with others meaningfully and from the heart. Natural dopamine highs, hot and cold, can be really good as a natural dopamine high. And my key tip, do not forget this, when in emergency, I mean, personally, if they say in the rooms, call a friend, I would never call a friend. Move your body. And I've got a few other inspirational videos on here for you. So like, comment, share. Thank you for being here, and congratulations again.